says again, then, having fasted and prayed and laid hands on them, they sent them away. So where did the decision come from? Came from God. By whom? By the Holy Spirit. That's right. Now, before they were sent out by the Holy Spirit, they were prophets and teachers. What were they after they were sent out? Apostles. That's right. They're called apostles twice. In Acts 14, verse 4, the multitude of the city was divided, part side with the Jews and part with the apostles. And verse 14, but when the apostles Barnabas and Paul heard this. So there is a way for apostolic ministry to emerge if we can acknowledge that there are prophets and teachers. An apostle is one who is sent forth. Anybody who has not been sent forth cannot be an apostle. Interestingly, although the initiative proceeded from God the Father by Jesus Christ the Son through the Holy Spirit, they were not called apostles before the church had sent them out. God does not bypass the church in appointing ministries. Now, I like to read just the final statement about this ministry in Acts 14:26. This is the end of the ministry. From there they sailed to Antioch, where they had been commended to the grace of God for the work which they had completed. They came together, called the church together, and reported. It's very right, normally, for people who are sent out to do something, to report back to the people who sent them out. That is, to be answerable, to be responsible. But what really blessed me years ago when I read this was that they'd been commended to the grace of God for the work which they had completed or fulfilled. And I said to myself, how many of us in the church today can say we have completed the work that we were assigned to? Not just done part of it, but done the whole job. And my explanation is because the initiative proceeded from God. Anything else will not produce the same result. Now, let me turn to 1 Corinthians chapter 2. I don't suppose anybody here has a Phillips New Testament, do you, by any chance? I have one, but I haven't been at home. I don't want to misquote him, but 1 Corinthians 2:16 says, for who has known the mind of the Lord that he may instruct him? That's a quotation from the Old Testament. How many of us are in a position to instruct the Lord? To give him advice? To tell him how to do things? The answer, I think, is nobody. It's what they call a rhetorical question. We know the answer. Then it says, but we have the mind of Christ. Now, why I wanted to quote Phillips was because I think he says, amazing though it may seem, we have the mind of Christ. Now, that's typical Phillips. He's just expanded something. But I think it's a very worthwhile rendering. Amazing though it may seem, we have the mind of Christ. What I want to say is, it's we, it's not I. The mind of Christ is not given to one single individual. It's given to the body by the head. And until the body learns to find the mind of Christ, it will go largely undiscovered. Can you say in your particular fellowship or church, we have the mind of Christ? Would you even contemplate that question? Does it occur to you that we should be able to say that? If we can't say it, who can? Aren't we the charismatics? Aren't we the people that are filled with the Holy Spirit? With a few leaks? Where are the people who have the mind of Christ? How can we become that people? I believe there's a very simple answer. And I've begun to see it work. I can't say I've seen it work totally, but I've seen enough to feel that I'm on my way to the answer.